All right. Hey there. Welcome to Casual Time with Louie. It's been a while I haven't done this. I was so busy with so many stuff, but today it's Casual Time with my friend Mark. This is Mark Hernandez.
Hi, friends.
I met him when we did Beauty and the Beast last year, and he was one of the crew there. And your responsibility was where all the microphones are.
Yep.
And make sure they're all turned on, no problem with the
Sound.
mic, the sounds. So I'm gonna ask him about a little of his life, his career. So first question I always ask to my friends is that what prodded you to go through theater arts or acting or what you love doing right now?
You
How
mean
old
like
were you when you just started
when I started doing acting?
mean what prodded you to go there?
I was in 8th grade in middle school,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a friend that was in a drama class, and it was the beginning of the year, so we could still submit a schedule change form, so we could change some of our classes if we didn't like them or if we needed certain things.
Eighth grade.
If we needed
Are
certain
you
credits.
first year? Eighth grade. You mean like a second year high school?
That was the year before high school.
Middle.
Yeah, I was still in middle school.
We don't have that one in the Philippines. Okay.
So one of my friends had drama class, and he was like, "You should get this class."
Oh.
And I was like, "Why?" And he told me it's an easy A. All you have to do is participate, and we play improv games all day.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, "Yeah, sure, easy A. Like that sounds like fun." And I get to like hang out with a couple of friends. I had a couple of friends in the class, so
But
I
you
was
have no
able to.
First of all, cut you off. Sorry, but you don't have any idea about acting
No,
before that.
no,
Really?
none,
Okay.
none.
Go on.
So I submitted my schedule change form, and luckily I was able to get into the class. And so I took the class, and it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun throughout the year. And towards the end of the year, my school that I went to was elementary, middle, and high. I went to the same school from when I was in second grade until I graduated high school. And in high school, they had this thing called the Arts Conservatory. And so they had the acting department, they had the music, which was band, they had dance, and they had the visual arts, the drawing, painting, sculptures, things like that. So the drama teacher, towards the end of the year, asked me if I was interested in auditioning for the Arts Conservatory. I was like, "What's that?"
Is that a club?
It was. It's kind of like a club, but it was its own separate school.
Okay.
So it was on the same campus, but it was categorized as a different school. And what it meant was that we would have, for acting, you would take the acting class, which was more in-depth, more, not just improv games like drama was. It was actual going into character stuff, going into
That
all
is still the same 8th grade you were doing, or is it a year later?
This was 8th grade where my teacher told me or asked me if I was going to audition.
Ah, I see.
And I didn't know what the Arts Conservatory was, so I asked her. And then she told me, well, you get to do this, you get to do this, you get to do this. She explained, she broke it down for me. And the last thing she said was, acting is first period every day. And at my school, we had block scheduling. We had 7 classes, but we had an A day and a B day. So on A days, we had first period, then we had third period, 5th period, and 7th period. And on B days, we had first period, and then 2, 4, and 6. So the only class that we had every day was first period.
Okay.
And so at the time, the acting class was first period. So when she said that, I was like, I get to have this class every day? That's awesome. Yeah, I'll audition. I'm going to do it. What do I need to do? So she told me I needed to find a monologue and audition. And so I did that, and I auditioned, and I got in. And then ever since then...
And what was the show?
It wasn't for a show. It was just for the program, for the Arts Conservatory.
Is that they give you a monologue, right?
I had to find a monologue. I found it online
okay.
somewhere. I don't
So
even
I
know.
thought there was a show.
No. It was just do any 1-minute monologue
I see.
as your audition for the program. And I got in, and then from then, I started the year off kind of the same way I did in 8th grade. Like, oh, this is fun, whatever, friends, yeah. and then I started to realize that I actually really enjoyed it. Really actually enjoyed doing the skits, doing the scenes, doing monologues, doing the plays. And I just kind of did that from then on.
Yeah. Oh, cool. So what was the very first show that you did? I'm sure it's not professionally. The first show that even in school or something.
The first show that I ever did was freshman year of high school. It was called Phobia Factory.
Is it it's a musical or
it's a play.
Theater? A play?
I didn't start doing musical theater until my senior year of high school, halfway through my senior year of high school.
And you were one of the lead roles, pretty sure, for that.
For Phobia Factory, yeah. I played a character called Virtual Val.
Because he showed me a video. We were 15 years old.
Uh-huh.
And doing this
music video.
music video that they
So a
did.
music video project.
So were you in the theater already, musical theater at the time?
No, I was not a music
Oh,
video
you still.
yet.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that video was from my sophomore year. I didn't.
What
start
was the
musical
title?
video.
So we can maybe you could look that out too.
It was to the song "Nice Guys."
Nice Guys.
I don't think anyone will be able to find it. It's
Find it
buried
called Nice Guys.
somewhere on YouTube. But
people are good at searching YouTube. I'm not.
I mean,
but
I
people say
it might,
Nice Guys.
honestly, it might be
And
unlisted.
who's in it? You say Nice Guys. Who owned that video? So at least you can find the author. You did? Did you post it yourself?
From an old YouTube channel, yes.
Nice Guys. You look for him there. He's funny there too. He's acting like the dude there. Okay, so what was the very first musical that you did?
The very first musical that I did was Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde.
And I don't know I know the movie, but I don't know the story itself from the musical.
Uh-huh.
Is it different from the movie itself?
The story is
Are you the
kind of
teacher
the same,
there?
but no, I was Emmett.
Emmett is the guy.
The nerdy guy, the geeky guy that Elle ends up with in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was Emmett.
Okay, that's cool. But so what was the first theater that you went professionally, to perform? Unless you ended up with a tech first, because we met as a tech for Beauty and the Beast.
It's a complicated story. It's a very complicated story. So
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time, the first professional show I did was it was called Shenandoah.
I mean, for me, it's like you went out of school, and let's say that, like a theater that's out from your school.
It was out of school. I mean, Legally Blonde was with a children's theater company, so it wasn't a professional show. But the first show that I did that I got a paycheck for was Shenandoah.
Shenandoah. What is the story about? I don't know.
Shenandoah takes place during the Civil War, and it centers around the Anderson family, who the main character, I honestly don't even remember his name. The entire it was a very stressful process doing that show, and they got into legal trouble, and it was this whole thing. So that's why I was like,
Wait,
long story.
are you talking about the story of the?
No, this is the story of the production, about the owners of the company that I did the show with. The show itself, okay. Shenandoah itself.
Yeah, the story.
I don't remember the character's name, but his wife dies, and he has 7 sons.
Oh my God.
And his wife died, and he's really shaken by it, and it was a big tragedy. And he has 7 sons, and they have this little slave boy, that the youngest boy, because it takes place around the Civil War,
okay.
so there's still slavery. And the youngest of the Anderson family ends up kind of becoming friends with the slave boy.
Oh, okay.
And the slave boy doesn't have a name in the script. It just says boy.
Yeah.
His name is Boy. So I played one of the brothers in that show. Not the youngest one, but I was one of the brothers. And it's kind of like a whole lot of stuff starts happening because the Anderson family, obviously they own a slave. They have a slave. They have this boy. So their views at the time are kind of clear. They're pro-slavery, and the Civil War was fighting, not the Civil War.
But did they end up with the boy being what at the end of
the
story?
The boy at the end of the story, I'm trying to remember. I think the boy ended up leaving somehow.
Okay.
Like he was lost. He was lost or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Or maybe he was taken. I don't. No. The youngest of the Andersons got lost, and the slave boy is the one that told the dad that he was lost, that he didn't know what happened. I don't remember exactly what happened. It's all a blur.
Yes.
Because all I remember about that show is the process and the behind the scenes stuff that was all terrible. I don't really remember a lot from the story.
Okay.
But
was that like a musical thing?
It was a musical. Okay. Yes, it was a musical.
How many do you think, in top of your head? You don't have to really calculate right now, but how many shows have you done musically or like in play? You perform,
like all combined?
Yeah, how many? Any idea?
I don't know. From high school or just professionally?
When you got out from
out of high school?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably
20?
like around 20.
Wow. Okay.
15, 20.
The reason I'm asking because among those shows, which one of the shows, whether it's a play or a musical, that you really enjoyed working with, and at the same time, the show that a character that you really like to perform again, including this presently what we're doing, because we're doing In the Heights right now. Just letting you know, guys, but today is the last day. So if you've seen this video before this
It's
day,
too late.
it's too late. Sorry. So, so that you know, he's Usnavi. He's his character is Usnavi, the lead role for In the Heights. So maybe I have a two question for you, like which play that or a show, whether musical or a play that you really enjoyed working because of the camaraderie of the cast, and which role that you really enjoyed performing and you still want to, I want to do it again.
Well, the role that I would want to do again is Usnavi, 100%.
Oh, yeah?
100%.
Wow.
Because this Usnavi is a dream role of mine.
Okay.
And
He raps here.
we I'm a rapper. I'm not a rapper.
What?
We had this we just had lunch and we had this conversation and we talked about the show and how I would want to do the show again in a couple of years when I'm a couple of years older. Because I feel like I could bring more to the character than I have now, because just from life experiences, living, being older, maturing a little bit more, and things like
so.
that.
Life adds you to the theater too, I guess. I guess that's what I learned too, because
that's what I do when I act. I bring my personal life, the stuff that has actually happened to me, and the character's life, and I find the happy
But of
medium.
course, the problem is if you go have experience right in your age, like in 40s, you're gonna go back a
Well,
young
right. It's
to be in that character because you're already done.
That's neither here nor there, though. But so the role that I would want to play again is definitely Usnavi.
What about the play that you did, or the theater, or musical, or play that you did already?
I'm gonna break this up into different answers.
Okay.
So the funnest I had with a cast and like camaraderie within a cast.
Let's include being a crew too.
And like all together was Flashdance.
Ah, okay.
Flashdance, the cast, we clicked right away. So that's probably my favorite, like, most memorable group working with. I'll go with my favorite play that I've done is probably Dog Sees God.
Oh, okay.
Confessions of a Teenage Blackhead by Bert V. Royal.
All right, so my last question now. What is your future plan, for yourself? Are you still pursuing for anything to do with the arts, or?
I would like to. I would definitely like to keep...
No, it's a dream. I mean,
right, it is a dream, and it's very difficult. Regardless of talent, I don't revere myself to be one of the most talented people in the world, but even so, there's a lot of luck involved in this industry, in theater and in entertainment in general. I would like to be able to keep doing this. Other than that, I teach at a children's studio.
He directs
children's
as well.
theater. I direct kids and teach them acting.
So if you know somebody who has into theater company and looking for a director, you can get him to as an actor too. He's good in acting.
Shameless plug.
Yes.
But yeah, if I'm not able to be performing. First off, I prefer live theater than film. If I had the choice, I would want to do live theater. If I got offered something in film, obviously I'm going to do it. There's
money there.
Not only is there, it's still the art too. I still
yeah.
enjoy doing it. But if entertainment doesn't work out, I'd probably end up being a teacher, trying to be a teacher and educate the kids, our future, and help mold them into the future adults that they're going to be.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark.
Thank you
for
having me.
For learning something about yourself. Well, thank you so much. This is Casual Time with Louie, and I have a Casual Time with Mark. Hope to see you again. Maybe next time it'll be you.
Bye,
interviewing
guys.
then. Bye.